Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sana Malik and today we are going to discuss lecture number 10 of chapter 14, which is D and F block elements from HSSC-II. So first of all, we have the multiple choice questions, and these are basically the answers to the multiple choice questions. Now we are going to discuss the short questions. So basically, first short question is, why are D block elements called transition elements? So as already discussed in lecture number 1 of this chapter, basically D block elements, these D block elements are called as transition elements because they show properties between S and P block elements. Thus, there is transition between highly reactive and strongly electropositive elements of the S block, which form ionic bonds on one side, and P block elements which form covalent bonds on the other side. So they form transitional properties, and hence they are called as the transition elements. Next question is, why do D block elements show variable oxidation state or different oxidation states? They show variable oxidation state because in addition to the S electron for the bonding, they use D electrons in the bond formation, and they have several N-1 D electrons and Ns electrons. The energies of the N-1 and D and Ns orbitals are very close to each other, and the N-1 D electrons are easily lost as Ns electron. Thus, D block elements, they show different oxidation states. Next question is, why does manganese show the maximum oxidation state in 3D series? It is because manganese has 2 electrons in the 4s orbital. It has 5 unpaired electrons in the 3D orbitals. Generally, greater the number of unpaired electrons, greater is the number of the oxidation states. So manganese, it uses 1 to 7 electrons in the bond formation, and hence it has a maximum oxidation states of in the 3D series. It shows +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 and +7 oxidation state mostly. तो मैंगनीज़, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि इसमें जो है 4s ऑर्बिटल में भी 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन और मैंगनीज़ में भी हमारे पास 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो टोटल 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, और ये सातों के सातों इलेक्ट्रॉन को यूज़ करके बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन में इन्वॉल्व हो सकता है। पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट में इसकी +7 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट आ जाती है, और इसी वजह से ये हमारे पास मैक्सिमम जो है ये 7 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट शो कर सकता है। Now explain the following terms. What is ligand? At the atom ion or molecule which surrounds the central metal atom, which is the electron pair donor, is called as the ligand. अगर हमारे पास पोटेशियम फेरोसाइनाइड में हम देखें तो हमारे पास जो साइनो लिगेंड है, 6 साइनाइड लिगेंड्स जो है वो हमारे पास लिगेंड के तौर पे ऐड करेंगे। इसी तरीके से हमारे पास टेट्रामीन कॉपर सल्फेट में हमारे पास जो अमीन है वो लिगेंड के तौर पे ऐड करेगा, क्योंकि ये इलेक्ट्रॉन पे डोनेट करते हैं टुवर्ड्स द सेंट्रल मेटल एटम. What is coordination sphere? Basically, the central neutral atom or ion along with the ligand is called as the coordination sphere. It is placed in the square brackets and it may be positively charged, negatively charged or the neutral. तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास पोटेशियम हेक्सासाइनोफेरेट के केस में हेक्सासाइनोफेरेट जो है वो हमारे पास कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फेयर के अंदर आता है, जहाँ पे हमारे पास आयरन सेंट्रल मेटल एटम और साइनो लिगेंड जो है बेसिकली वो हमारे पास लिगेंड के तौर पे एक्ट करते हैं. Then we have the central metal atom. A metal atom or the ion is usually a transition element. It is surrounded by a number of ligands. तो metal atom जो है वो हमारे पास iron है, जो हमारे पास central metal atom है, और ये हमारे पास 6 cyanide ligand से attach होता है. Next, what is the difference between paramagnetism and diamagnetism? Paramagnetic substances, वो substances हैं which are attracted towards the magnetic field and they have unpaired electrons, whereas diamagnetic substances are repelled by the magnetic field and they have even और paired electron and they have paired spins. जैसे कि हमारे पास पैरामैग्नेटिक का एग्जांपल है हमारे पास Mn2 पॉजिटिव आयन, और डायमैग्नेटिक का एग्जांपल है जिंक +2 आयंस. Now we have the long questions. So all these long questions have already been discussed in the chapter. Moving on, write the systematic name of the following complexes. So first हमारे पास जो compound है इसका जो systematic name है वो है हमारे पास hexamine cobalt 3 chloride. Then we have the second which has hexaaqua iron 2. Then we have the third which says sodium hexafluorocobaltate with 3. Then we have next which is triaqua trihydroxychromium 3. Then we have next which is potassium hexachloroplatinate 4. Then we have the next which is tetraamine dihydroxyplatinum 4 sulfate. Then we have the next, which is potassium tetracyanocuprate 2. Then we have next, which says sodium tetrachloronickelate 3 and nickelate 2. Then we have the next, which says diamine tetrachloroplatinum 4. Then we have the next, which says diamine silver 1 chloride. Then we have the chemical formula of the following, which is पोटेशियम हेक्सासाइनोफेरेट, which is पोटेशियम हेक्सासाइनोफेरेट का फॉर्मूला है हमारे पास. Then we have sodium tetrachloronickelate with the following formula. Then we have tetramine copper sulfate. Then we have potassium hexachloroplatinate. Then we have dichlorotetramine cobalt chloride. Then we have the long question about vanadium oxide as a catalyst and chromium changes color from +3 to +6. These questions have already been discussed in the previous lectures. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you.